So let's talk a little bit about the structure and the functionality of Chrome, some keyboard shortcuts, some little tips for using Chrome. This is the thing I see people struggle with the most. They're not familiar with using this browser as it is. So just a couple little tips for doing that. First of all, this is a window. This that I'm dragging around, this is my Chrome window. Every time we have a program open, it's in a window. And then within Chrome, we can have tabs. So to open a new tab, you just click this little new tab button here. It opens a brand new tab, and you can have as many tabs as you can fit up here and then some. But you can also open a new tab by hitting Control-T. Or if you're on a MacBook, it's Command-T, and it opens a brand new tab for you. You can use keyboard shortcuts a lot of different ways. You want to open a new window so you have a separate screen. That's Control-N. That opens a new window. And then you can drag that window around and move it beside the other window. Okay, now one of my favorite little keyboard shortcuts is if I have something open, but then I want to, I get working and I get click happy and I start closing tabs. Okay. Oops, I closed that Khan Academy tab and I need it back open. I'm going to hit Control Shift and the letter T, and it will open the last tab that I had. If I keep clicking that, it will keep opening the things that I had up previously so I can get them all back. So if I forgot the website that I was on, I don't know how to get back to it, that's how I can open that up. Now, I'm closing out my Chrome completely, and let's start fresh. I want to do some other things with my tabs, so what can I do? First of all, right-click on a tab and you're going to see several different options. I can make a new tab. We already did that, Control-T or clicking the new tab button. I can reload this particular tab. I can duplicate this tab. So if I've got a big file open and I want to work in it in two different places, side by side, I can hit Duplicate. It gives me the exact same tab twice, which is really handy in big files. I can also pin this tab, and this is really important because if you're working on something and you don't want to lose it, for instance, I'm working on this Google form for this lesson right now and I need to leave it open. I'm going to pin it over to the left-hand side, and you'll notice that it sends it over to the left and it removes the little X, so I can't close it out. That's really handy if you don't want to accidentally close something that you're working on. You unpin it just by right-clicking again and unpinning tabs. Now you'll notice a few more options here, closing tabs to the right, closing other tabs, and then I can also bookmark everything I have open currently. And when I click that, it allows me to put all of those bookmarks into a specific thing. You want to find a lot of videos on a topic and save them all at once, open them all up, right-click, bookmark all tabs. Easy way to do that. Now, functioning within Chrome, using the tabs, splitting your screen, that kind of thing is really important for you for the test, but also just for your everyday life. These tabs can be drug. So I'm going to click on this tab. Let's say I want to look at my Google Drive next to this form. I'm going to click on my Google Drive tab and I'm going to drag it down. And you'll see what happens is it separates it out into a new window. Now I could resize these to be side by side so that I can look at them nicely side by side. Or I can use an extension to help me do it. So let's see what that looks like. This is one of my favorite extensions. It's called Resize Tab. Or tab resize, I'm sorry, and it's this little blue arrow. When I click this, it's going to create a set of windows for me to function in. So let's look. I'm going to choose this 2x2, and you'll see it's got Google Forms up here in the corner and Google Drive. That's what I've got open right now, and then it's going to make two other windows for me. When I click it, it immediately organizes my screen into 4 windows, and I don't have to do any kind of dragging to get everything perfect. So tab resize is a great way. Let's go back to one tab, brings everything back, has a lot of other functionality in it, but it's a great way to organize your windows. This is great when you're doing a task for class and you need to have another window open. Just resize tab and add a blank one to the side. Make sure you know how to work in Chrome, add tabs, remove tabs, windows, that whole sort of thing, because as we work through our lessons, you're going to be in multiple places at once. And so being able to function in Chrome is really, really important. Also important that you teach your students these skills and that they learn how to organize and sort things in Chrome.